It's Friday, so you know what that means. Your favorite TV show is on right now. My name is Amina Abdirabah. Welcome to TTTT as we get to talk about all of the stories that were trending all week long. So let's take a look at some of those stories. Is this what we call a friendly fire? Well, it was the end of the road for these three police officers after they were arrested collecting chai ya jioni. Oh my gosh. What? Anything is possible under the sun. A 70-year-old lady gives birth to twins. What's the panel got to say? Is it a good day or a bad day in office for these three thieves after they were forced to drink the alcohol that they had stolen? Hey, stick around for more. Well, let's get started. But first, we have to say hello to our panelists. What's good, Brian Aseli? Hello, Kido. Karibuni, karibuni. Have you guys been?
Amazing. It's actually been a good week, and I was most excited to actually be here with you because you're great vibrations, I mean, I must say.
Nice. But Ulisa Ukongeza pia beautiful. I had paid you for like 3 compliments.
Okay, so let me...
You're not doing well. You're not doing well. No, but thank you.
And beautiful.
Anyway, of course, from SPM, we have the digital content creator, Kido. Kido, udaku, mbona this week sioni kama chai ilikuwa moto?
Ujasikia kwanza nimeanza kazi ya radio?
Oh, umeanza pia radio?
Yes.
Hapa?
Tunajaribu tu lakini kidogo Mungu anarahisisha.
Mashallah.
But I'm so happy to be here. Looking amazing, lovely as always, Amina.
Spendi watu wanapenda kupitenda tu tunajaribu. Unajaribu nini bana? Ulishapewa kazi. Unaweza.
Unaweza. Watu wenye wanaweza kosa kazi lakini ni hawa makarao. Ni hawa wase wenye walishikwa. I don't know if you saw the story. Now, the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission on Thursday arrested 3 traffic police officers over bribery along Mai Mahiu Road. EACC CEO Twalibu Mbarak said the commission's officers moved in to arrest officers who were openly receiving bribes from motorists. But one managed to escape. The officer tried to fire at them, obstructing his arrest. So when you see the video, when I watched it at first, there, like you see, was that necessary, Aseli?
They see me rolling, they hating.
No, was that necessary?
I mean, that song actually spoke into the future because these are moments when we saw the ACC doing EACC actually doing a major crackdown on some of the roads, and I believe this is one of the cases that goes reported. One thing is when government arms actually doing their functions, then we start seeing the dirty linen in public. I believe that we should have more arms of the government cracking whip on corruption cases and, of course, reporting them. Now, one thing that I love is citizen reporting, whereby squeeze watu wako na simu and even individuals can just record and share it online. In that, they leave it to the public to actually become the judges of the moment. And that's something that I love about modern day technology and how it's actually hastened the process of justice. So I believe that people have something to watch and something to say about it. And of course, with our police, I believe it's been a culture that we've talked about. It's so common until it's almost becoming such a Kenyan thing to do, especially when it comes to bribery on the roads. But sijui watu wanafilaje juu hiyo story.
Mi naweza sema hivi, of course it's a good move, but I believe the forces, because EAC officers, they really have to use that force maze. Mbona unasukuma afisa baba ya mtu?
Imagine baba ya mtu.
Alafu Amina wanaendea kitu tao. Hao jamaa hata hawajarokota 10k. Na kuna watu huku nje wanazunguka na mabilioni.
That's what I wanted to say.
Alafu was it necessary maze to use camera? So just do it. Watu mtu apeleke kotini.
Yeah, I think to embarrass them maybe.
Hata kama ni baba ya mtu, si hata wewe ujaribu kuangalia.
Okay, no, but this is my question. No, but you didn't hear what Kido said.
I had.
So this guy, wakiiba, sini so ama 50, but you see it wakiiba. Sorry, when they're being bribed, inakonga ni so ama 50 bob, right? So him, he's saying, yani mtu amerol uko, amena, there are people who have billions in their accounts.
Really working, Amina.
And that is what I think people would want to see more of. I mean, we commend you for trying to stop the nuisance that's on the roads, because they do this and challenge people who have who are in the transport business. You spend more money paying cops than you do. There's no money for profit, in short. And a lot of people will complain and tell you that. So they are a menace, and that's wonderful. I'm just saying that Kenyans would like to see more of corrupt leaders, you know, facing. Yeah.
Now that's the disadvantage of this country.
Yeah.
One thing is there's a survey that was done, and when our citizens were asked, hey, what do you think about the Kenyan scandals? They were like, okay, mimi sioni scandal kama iko na shida, bora mtu asikule peke yake. So Kenyans don't have a problem that we have all these corrupt cases and people are getting money illegally.
Oh, it's that.
Shida yao ni hawako kwa hesabu. That's why they complain about it. Okay. No. But if it was ati scandal imefanyika na kila mtu amepewa share yake, I don't think this country would be normal ever.
No.
Not that it's normal, but I'm just saying.
I mean, just to ask you, ama walikuwa wanashikwa hao wanafanya case study wajue ni pesa ngapi wanataka kwa siku ndio tuweze kujua kama watataksiwa pia, because hii gava inataksana.
You might never know.
I'm just asking.
Can I ask you something? If they can they walk up to these cops and just arrest them, introduce themselves and arrest them? Is that a possibility? Even if they run away, they can get their numbers, right? And then they can go with that information to whichever, you know, police station that they operate from. I don't know. Do you want to tell me this is the only way it can be done?
I mean,
it has to be with this drama.
Napenda Tanzania yani. Polisi anakuja na kushika pale anakuambia naomba nikushike. Akisha kushika anakuambia hata siendi na wewe endelea na kazi yako, jioni utakuja pale kwenye station. Mnagoteana na story inasonga. But have you seen how our police officers arrest people? Same way, I think it's just a taste of their own medicine. So it's pretty the case in this situation. Yeah.
Kweli. We will ask you questions later. I don't know, the forces are necessary if you ask me. If you ask me. And why were they recording? That's a very good question. Was it for show? Is it to show us that they are doing something?
Content creators what we are doing.
What is it for views?
What is content?
Is it for views?
See, of course they're going to share it on their platform. Wasn't it shared on their platform?
It was.
Unless wanachukua for evidence, maybe hapo kotini kidogo itwe kama evidence.
Kweli.
But I don't think it was necessary because I believe our senior officers wamekuwa trained, you know, EACC officers. Maze, kwani mfanywe refresher course? Because I mean acha nikwambie kitu moja. Kama msema amesha record, how many people record corrupt traffic police officers kwa barabara wakichukua hongo? Sisi wenyewe tumechoka, every single day tunajua e-sport anatoa so pale ni 50, pale ni 20.
Unajua by name. Unajua, you know some of those cops by name. That's how you interact many times. There used to be a cop on Kiambu Road, you know. It was Standard. He was a good guy though. But yeah, it was Standard, and I think that if you lived on Kiambu Road, there are two cops when they used to put the roadblock. You know who I'm referring to. But people know them, so I don't know. The drama for me was insane. You cannot tell me there's no other way the arrests can be apprehended.
But I mean, the system is not broken. It was built that way.
Yeah.
So si ati kuna kitu mbaya inafanyika na hatuja report na incidences hazijakuwa brought to justice. We just definitely know how this conduit pipe works. You don't expect clean water to go through a dirty pipe and then at the end of the run, we get clean water. Our system is rotten. Something must be done about our system in general.
Right. Sisi Africans, we are very kichwa ngumu.
Africans, kwa nini sisi wote tuko kwa mix na kwa nini Afrika ndio kichwa ngumu? Anyway, acha tuendelee kuongelelea Afrika wenzetu. So now a United Nigeria Airlines flight, okay? So just walk with me here. So it took off from Lagos. They were heading to the Nigerian capital, Abuja, but the aircraft touched down in Asaba, kilometers away from the intended destination. So in a strange twist, passengers on board were told they had landed in Abuja. Let me tell you. I love this level of gaslighting. But yeah, so, you know, she went on and just said, welcome to Abuja, you have landed. However, a wrong announcement was made by the cabin crew upon landing safely in Asaba, creating confusion among the passengers. Only in Nigeria, it just, you know, that this would happen. But how would you react, Kido? Unajua tunaenda Zanzibar, ama sijui tunaenda wapi, and then now?
Unajua funny thing ni, of course, mimi sijasomea aviation, so siwezi blame the passengers. But the good thing is that also wamepata free ride. Assume ulikuwa unaenda maybe a wedding, ama vacation, ama unaenda interview. So ushafika hiyo place umechelewa. So kitu unaweza sema tu ni is that because wamewastia time, of course. So mimi ningekuwa kwa hiyo kama mimi ningekuwa passenger, ningeenda ni file a complaint. Nenda pale kotini na file yangu niseme
nimewachwa. Ilikuwa harusi yangu na sasa nimewachwa.
But kuna makosa gani hujatoka Nigeria? Ndio kutoka Nigeria tunaona story.
Ndio hujatoka Nigeria. First of all, mimi naona kumekuwa na hiccups mob hapa hivi. The pilot is actually just following instructions. They of course given schedules. So he was just following rules as assigned. So it's simple to say that if you're given a plane and you're told fly from destination A to destination B, so long as it's in your schedule, you do exactly that. Because there's no pilot who just wake up and decide, you know what, I'm going to land in this other place that's not the assigned destination. So hapo hivyo sioni kimakosa sana sana kama pilot wako na makosa, but of course the compensation is what I'm pretty much looking at. So how are these passengers going to be compensated? For example, Kido amesema ulikuwa unaenda interview mahali ukajikuta umechelewa. How will they make sure that you get to reach your destination on time? And of course, how else will they make sure that you don't complain more? But it also shows that there is some level of incompetency for the airline that was actually in charge of this. Because how then do you make such a blunder? And as much as human is to error, I believe that there is technology to actually help us get to know, okay, Abuja this time, Asaba this time, maybe Lagos that time. And it's something that I have not experienced in my lifetime, but here we are, living in the 21st century. At least tumeona kitu yenye unique, in as much as maybe liwe with the watu, but at least it's something that's happening when we are live.
And the fact that they made the announcement, sorry, they made the announcement. Yes, Kido?
I was saying, Brian, watch your story. Unajua, tumeweza kuona hizi story kwa bus station. Mtu alikuwa anaenda Kitale, kaingiza gari ya kwenda Nakuru. Mtu alikuwa anatoka Kitale akajipata ameenda Kisumu. Kwa ndege pia na hapa ni kitu kama hii. Imagine wewe mimi na mtu umesoma kuna degree wewe professor, uko na passport.
Please.
Wacha niambie makosa ufanyika.
Hapana.
Ati ulikuwa unaenda LD ujipate Mombasa asali store.
Hujaenda kuona mpoa wako. Ukafika Nakuru ukadecide wacha nione mpoa wa Nakuru.
So nataka sasa
alafu safari kaishia hapo ukaoa Nakuru. Wa Mombasa anashangaa kwani Kido afiki bada.
Kitu kwa Africa. So
I want you to explain it to me as your girlfriend or your wife. Ati so you were going to Eldoret, okay, babe. And then you found yourself in Mombasa. That story, the math is not mathing. The math is just simply not mathing. But anyway, the time that did you remember seeing a story where this man just went and stole a plane in Nigeria?
Yeah.
You saw it?
Yes.
So again, I can't put anything past them. How does someone, I want you to imagine it here at JKIA, how do you go make your way through all of those different security checks, all the way until you fly a plane? Yes. Nah, it can't happen here. But tell me what your thoughts
also
are.
Another crazy incidents about airports, now that we're talking about planes. Kuna mtu alishaiuza nini airport yao, international airport. Hapo umeenda pale eBay unapata airport yenyu inauzwa, my friends. So I don't know how they did that, but it was in DRC Congo. Another incident that like that was actually in Cameroon.
Why are you not talking about our airport? No?
Karibu ni mentioned that kulikuwa na mvua ilinyesha kwa airport yetu ikaingia ndani.
Wachana na mvua kunyesha.
No, airport yetu kwani iliuzwa?
Kamlesh Patni, you didn't watch him talking about the airport.
But the airport yetu inakuwa na mambo mingi sana.
Umeona story ya KICC hapo social media? Umeona hiyo pia?
Unaweza inunua. Utamia kidogo uambie uwezi kubodi hapo JKIA utaenda wapi?
We have to take a break. But tell me what you would do. Tell me what you would do. And of course, your 2 cents on both stories that we've talked about. We have more to discuss. And that's coming up after the break. Don't go anywhere.
GoTV Stream iko mkononi, mechi yako na sports action yote, na watoije hata wao hawajawachwa nyuma. Wacha enjoyment izidi hii holiday na GoTV. GoTV Stream available from 1st December for all active customers.
At Stanbic Kenya, we believe in your financial potential, and we are here to help you reach new heights. Enjoy an attractive interest rate of up to 14% per annum on your savings. Make the most of this exclusive offer today and let your money thrive. For more details, call us today or visit a branch near you. Stanbic Bank.
Botswana's diamond industry is a story of economic strength and exquisite beauty, where the treasures of the earth reflect the nation's enduring spirit.
The Sport Essence is a light serum, quickly absorbed to clear dark marks. Rich Moisturizing Cream is a gel cream type that deeply hydrates and prevents dark marks. I highly recommend Melano CC for healthy and happy skin.
Roto.
And welcome back, welcome back. Remember to please tell us your thoughts on any of these stories at the Trend Live on X. The hashtag is TT. We're now joined by our third panelist, Mr. Victor Nyata. Victor, karibu.
Asante sana.
Now, you've come just in time as we talk about this historic moment. A 70-year-old Ugandan has become the oldest woman in Africa to give birth, with a hospital in the Ugandan capital of Kampala announcing the birth of twins, both of whom are healthy. Safina Namukwaya gave birth to a boy and a girl on Wednesday with a cesarean delivery. She told Uganda's television channel NTV that this was her second delivery in 3 years following the birth of a girl back in 2020. So Aseli and I don't know who we're talking with earlier this week, and then they asked me, number 2, anakuja lini? I have time. I have so much time, Aseli. Relax, relax.
I feel like the most intrusive question would be, unaoa lini? Ama unapata mtoto wako next lini? Maybe you've been trying to get someone or trying to get a baby for the longest time. Hakuna mtu anakutaka. Mwenye unataka akutaki. It's in a song somewhere. But of course, with the 70-year-old, it's one unique case. We mostly are told that menopause you hit mapema and then you can't get babies beyond a certain age. But this Ugandan woman is actually should actually become a rapper. Why? Because I hear that the family members, kwa familia kina mzee walikuwa wanampiga pressure, wanasema wewe ni tasa, you can't get a baby and stuff like that. I think she's one of the biggest rappers in the world because she gave an video representation of what it means when you keep on talking bad about me. So she gave them twins. Yeah, I mean, touche.
Last born wako kwa shida. So if you've been treated well, oh, mimi ni last born, so it's time you know that things can change, eh?
Yeah, things can change at any time.
Exactly. So last born palimuko musijisifu sana. You know, your mother could be adding someone else to a second born, third born, and fourth born.
At 69, at 70.
Will this case be the story people tell people that you need to work in silence? So the grandma was working in silence.
The grandma was working where?
In silence. Haven't you noticed that we've been silent about this? As soon as you say working in silence, they go to Now wanaume hamdos bana. At 70 man.
But what was stories ajabu sijua kuna hapi ya kusema because sasa nao kwa base pale. Lakini hatujiona mtoto.
What wako and they're healthy and they're twins at 70. So wow.
Maybe it's hope for the people who are not, you know, are taking time to get married.
Yeah.
You know, wale wenye wanasemanga, hey, bado time, 50, hey, ngoja, mimi siolewi, 60 siolewi.
Bado kijana mdogo.
Yeah. So people will say,
55.
Yeah, initially watu walikuwa wanasema, hey, you know, ukifika, you know, menopause ina hit, you need to get married haraka. So there is hope. Yeah, wewe ka 70, kako kasafi, you're there. You still can get children.
Yeah, ni ukweli kwa sababu you can work a career. Ladies, hakuna pressure. Wapiga career yako, retire 65, start your family at 70. Hii kitu imeshakuwa proven that iko tu sawa. Ama namna gani? So family members, acheni story mob. Tutaoa at 71. Tuwe msichana mdogo wa 61, tupate mtoto 70. Shida iko hapo hapo.
What shocks me is when I hear men who are like in their 50s, you know, still finding themselves. What are you finding at 50 that you could not find all those years ago?
There's a lot to find. You know, discovering ourselves. You know what we like, what we want. That is the thing.
You don't know what you like and what you don't like.
Kijana mdogo wa 50 unampiga pressure. Kwa nini upige kijana mdogo wa 50 pressure? What's wrong with you?
Huyo ako 18. By the way, when you get at 50 years as a man, sasa ndio unaanza 18 sasa ndio unaingia ka 19 ka 20. So when you're at 70 thereabout, that is when sasa ako nika 40 as a man. Right now, I mean, if you go to clubs right now, today is Friday. Enda tu kwa clubs sahi. Utapata wazae 50 years old, 60 out there wanna dance. I'm sure you've seen, you know, the Dancing Chief, some of these guys who've been trending. you know, it's not like it's something new. If you go to these clubs, you're going to find these guys there dancing themselves out. Now, that's how we feel young. So, kwa mwanaume sisi bado 100 sasa ndio uko 50 pale.
Waswahili wanasema life starts at 40.
Yes.
Amina?
Yeah.
Waswahili wanasema life starts at 40, but naona sahi life starts at 70 because
Clearly.
now huyo madhe ameshock the world because now watu wanataka kusema mimi nitakuwa na excuse niambia kama ule alianza na 70. Mbona anaharakisha? But now my concern will be Amina, how watu hiyo watakuwa very healthy.
Watakuwa healthy.
Watakuwa
It's Uganda. First of all, it's Uganda. There's good food.
Yeah.
There is nutrition. It's a fully condition in Uganda. You don't just go there joking. They will take care. The families will come here and they'll take care of each other. It's not like Kenya. Ukipata mtu at 70, kila mtu anakuseclude anakuambia, "Hey, unajuanga hao ni wachawi" or something like that. We'll start conspiracies and stuff like that against this woman. But in Uganda, I think there are kind people that will take care of those kids.
Exactly.
It's true. We would start a rumor and a story, and people will whisper, you'll be excommunicated. I don't know why we react like that. It's very quick to just judge, you know, on the negative side. But I'm happy for her, man. Congratulations. If she wanted the kids, and, you know, from 2020 to now, she has 3 of them, which is wonderful. She did speak about the abuse that she had to undergo through her first marriage. And, you know, the African families are very brutal when it comes to, and given her age especially, you can imagine the kind of pressure she was under, how, you know, people were just always talking badly. So I'm happy for her. I am very happy for her.
Yeah, and blaming the woman. Actually, it's something really common.
Of anyone older. Is she the oldest? They keep saying in Africa, but I didn't see anywhere else that anyone above 70
in Africa, she's the
has
oldest.
given birth. So sijui kama kokote. But something heartbreaking is that now the youngest girl who's ever been pregnant was 5 years old.
Goodness.
Yeah, and she did carry the baby to term. That was sad because, of course,
yeah.
you all know how that could have, you know, happened.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's talk. Yani, as in Parliament, we're starting to seem like SA. You know the way SA usually have a lot of... I feel like we're starting to, you know, see a lot of what happens in our Parliament to be the same. National Assembly Majority Leader Kimani Ichungwah has alleged that some 2 male MPs are fond of sneaking women into Parliament. While addressing Parliament on Tuesday, he said that the act jeopardizes the security of the House. He, however, did not mention names, threatening that he would expose them if they repeated it. Amesema hakuna kukuja na Gachungwas.
Who had invited female visitors to the members' bar. Honorable Speaker, I have said I will not name them, but should the same be repeated, Honorable Speaker, and I will be relaying the names to your office so that you also take action. And should the same happen again, Honorable Speaker, let me just say it loud and clear. I will name you in public.
Society, kama nataka kwa na Parliament.
Actually, this is a classic example of, you know, when we were kids, uko na ball, wende uko na ball. So mkicheza mkifunga unabeba ball yako.
Kwanza ball gun.
Ball football.
Si yenye watu wanapeana hapa. Sijali sio hiyo.
So like you don't know, you know, I remember there's a friend of mine tulienda naye sherehe pahali. So then everybody came with a girlfriend except him. So this guy was bringing a radio, woofer, you know, hiyo ndio sasa ngoma, hiyo ndio ngoma tunategemea. So upon realizing that, hapa hivi mimi ndio sina dem, alisema, nyinyi hamwezi jibamba, alizima radio akaenda nayo. So probably this is the classic example of that kind of scenario.
So Ichungwah anazima radio.
You know, like, nyinyi mbona nyinyi mko na managu mimi sina.
Mnajibamba sana.
Ni wasupu hapana, no.
But I'm just imagining
only for members, please.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just looking at a situation whereby ni MP fulani tu kwa hivyo na side chick wake anamwambia, babe, na vile tunapendana, nataka nikupeleke trip pale Parliament. Ili tukaweza kuona vile watu wanaongea huko ndani. Sidio? I'm just looking at the situation like what happened so that you actually lure your girlfriend and take them to the Parliament. I don't know what would actually happen for you to actually lure someone. But of course, Ichungwah ni kama wale ma-prefect wale watiaji. I'm sorry, that's how it feels. And then it sounds like nitawapeleka kwa mwalimu. Last warning. It's like last warning.
Was I the only one who felt as though this could have also just been an email?
Yeah.
No?
No, it could have been an email.
And discuss how we can mitigate, you know, floods across the country. I don't know.
Yeah, but what captured my attention is the speaker's body language. Ni kama kwani sasa ndio umekuja bunge leo. Ujui maneno inakuanga hapa. I was just like, okay, can we go to another point all together, because girls have been coming to parliament. Wewe ni kama ujui maneno. It's like something like that, yeah.
Imekuwa happen. Ama labda, you know, maybe I see Aseli with someone that I maybe spoke to, and I'm like, Aseli, umemleta hapa? No, cannot happen. Kido?
Me, what I'll say is that kwanza Ichungwah ametuwastia time. Hiyo clip yote tumeona hapo ni, for me, ametuwastia time kama Mkenya, because angetable kitu ya maana sana. Imagine all house wanakusikiza unasema story ya utiaji kusnichiana. Yeye kama anataka kuleta mtu wake amlete. Na wale ambao wameleta watu wao, see, they know the rules and protocols. So mimi niite best yangu akuja kunywa juice kwa bash, jajali kwa bash, ni maribu bash.
But he did make some fair points, though. Yeah. I mean, if it is where they need to,
it was unnecessary on the table.
No, but unasikia in his defense, by the way, alikuwa anasema this is an area where MPs come to lobby. Unajua sasa ile maybe we have the National Dialogue Committee may come up na hiyo report yao most recently on Saturday, and they're coming up with very serious issues, and this is a point where maybe you're from Kenya Kwanza, you might actually decide, you know what, wacha niende kido nimwambie mimi ni wa Kenya Kwanza ndio, but kuna zile talking points. Lakini mimi nakuja na kupata huko talking points na hizi talking points haziwezi kuwa because there is nothing to take home. Wewe uko na kitu kupeleka nyumbani, mimi sina. Mimi tu niko na points, wewe uko na watu. So it's just I think in his defense, ni poa kama ni spaces zenye ziko particularly for our parliamentarians, then we should have space where they just can sit and lobby for in such spaces.
Maybe you know, he mentioned that he doesn't take any hard stuff, doesn't take any liquor. Maybe that day tu kuna kakitu kalikuwa kanamwambia kashot, uenda pale upige kashot kako. Akajiambia kumbe hapa kuna watu kuna watu wananiona, so you know, something like that. You never know.
It makes sense, though. I think it makes sense when, you know, tuko job, you know, I'm here to work. Maybe, like, you know, Brian has said, you want to discuss something. Maybe I want to present a bill. I want to hear your thoughts about it. I don't know. There could be other things we're talking about, and where I will be uncomfortable when someone else is there that I don't know, a stranger. You know, now I have to maybe people just get so uncomfortable, especially when you're an honorable member. I can imagine you would feel as though someone is invading your space. This is supposed to be a private place reserved only for members. And now, akina kido wamekuja hapa, wameleta Slay Queen, sasa imechange. Wako bash, you know, wako bash. Anyway, so tell us what you think about it. Do you think it was unnecessary to discuss it? Do you think he made some fair points? The hashtag is TTTT at The Trend Live is our handle on X. We're taking a quick break. We'll be right back.
On my dark marks, I've tried everything, but hardly any results. Nivea Luna 630 works from day one. With visible results in just 2 weeks, you'll see the difference or get your money back. The results speak for themselves. Join the 1 million women already using the #1 Lumina 630 from Nivea.
Aya, amna Go TV stream? It's free.
Hii Krisi, Go TV stream iko mkononi na ni free.
Download GoTV Stream app for free. We enjoy live TV na shows kamia nane. Download and watch later, anytime, anywhere. GoTV Stream iko mkononi na ni free. Available to active subscribers from 1st December. GoTV, love it.
This is NTV.
Tonight.
Indeed, I note that the proposals by the two honourable members have complied with the first part of this provision, having obtained signatures of more than 50 members of this House.
Quest to end representation drought. National Assembly to consider a proposal to have IEBC Secretariat conduct by-elections. Also tonight, floods death toll climbs to 142. The torrents claim 22 lives in the last 48 hours. Plus,
yani iwe sio mtu ambaye hana budi ndio anakuja hospitali za umma, bali iwe ni kuja kwa kupenda kwa sababu ya huduma, na si huduma tu, ni huduma bora.
Lamu Archipelago health status. A case of turning the tide for the better. NTV on the road tonight. And
we've realized where also the management of HIV is transmission to mother to child is not keenly forward, is either faith-based and some private facilities.
The 2027 HIV/AIDS target. Resolve to end mother-to-child transmission. Stigma and new infections burden notwithstanding.
Enter a world where knowledge is put into practice and the heart of African agriculture beats loudly and energetically.
Welcome to Kikao,
a revolutionary talk show that is changing how people think and look at agriculture in Africa.
This is the particular variety that is suitable.
We will seek to demystify GMOs.
Kikao is a platform where African agriculture takes center stage.
Seeds, just which is which.
From seasoned farmers to thought leaders, they direct us toward a future in which livelihoods thrive and nations prosper.
It became possible to move genes from unrelated organisms.
Kikao, every Wednesdays at 7:30 p.m. only on NTV.
They fired 9 bullets into the car.
These shots were not fired targeting any other person but targeting Assad.
Could this shot have gone through a casket?
I doubt. The residues would be blocked.
What the forensic examiner is saying is that 2 rounds were placed by a very experienced marksman into a moving vehicle going up and down. That doesn't seem to make much sense.
It's the government that has got responsibility to do investigations.
The Sport Essence is a light serum, quickly absorbed to clear dark marks. Rich moisturizing cream is a gel cream type that deeply hydrates and prevents dark marks. I highly recommend Melano CC for healthy and happy skin. Roto.
And welcome back. We are about to read some of your tweets that you've been sending in on X at The Trend Live is our handle. Who do we start with? Victor, Kido? Kido?
Yes, Stan called Kamwati anasema nasikia we are in a different destination than intended. Nasherehekea that small win.
A win is a win. Because labda singewahi enda hii saba. Now I have come, I've seen it. I'm like, okay, let me go back to Abuja. Victor?
Yeah, I think hapa internet kidogo imekataa. Sijui kama ni bundles zangu, so kama mnaweza nichangia, ta appreciate sana, but I'm there.
Hapo hivyo on the crackdown
we have Wi-Fi you.
Victor sawa nimewasha hotspot. Connect niingia tu usiogope. Usiogope. Watu ukwama kwa live. Wase ukwama kwa live.
Lakini useme hivyo.
Kila mtu upitia vitu moja.
Useme tu simu imezima.
Yeah, but of course, there is a response up by Calvin Queens anasema there are many politicians with scandals from here to Timbuktu, yet they're walking scot-free. Why can't the so-called EACC arrest the corrupt politicians in the same manner? And here all animals are not equal. And then he clicks like something like that. Yeah.
NKT. Yeah.
That's such a Kenyan thingy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Badaba anasema mazee John nishaishi kwa na polisi and then told me that it's overtime, akaitisha 1,000 nikamshow niko na 100 kaa kijana akanishow unakaa mtu wa traffic hivi so akamwachilia. So one of the incidences that actually happened.
Just add one more, Amina.
Yes.
Gili Kipkemoi anasema we are officially taking the life settlement bar at 70 years. Hiyo phrase ya life begins at 40 tumefunga hiyo ni mwaka. Saa hii ni kutafuta pesa, retirement, then boom, get your babies at 70. The math is mathing.
The math is mathing.
You retire fast. You retire fast, then you think of starting a family. Okay.
So someone has a concern also, anaitwa Baba Watoto, at Baba Watoto, he's saying giving birth at 70 is a form of abuse to the child. Imagine starting school at the age of 7, unaletwa shule na your grandma akiwa 78 years old. By the time you are in high school, they are your ancestors.
You know, there was a survey that was conducted and kids do get embarrassed when their parents look a lot older than the parents of their classmates. They do get a bit embarrassed because the question of, oh, that's your grandfather or that's your grandmother, it comes in a lot. But I mean, I wanted the Chanel bags, I wanted to travel, so that's why your dad is 80. Let's enjoy his money.
Yeah.
You know, but they do complain about it. Yes, Taseli?
I had a friend like that in primary school, and of course every visiting day he would run away every time dad anakuja kumuona visiting day. But of course we liked it when the sisters and the moms came because they came from a large family. Those guys would come in a pickup, wakishuka, wanashuka na sufuria na kila kitu, they start cooking. I think that was the only part where this guy was like, but at the end of the day, my dad is really wealthy.
Yeah, so, he's loaded.
Yeah, money inasafisha. Shida ni baba yako akupati akiwa 70 alafu hamna kakiru.
Oh, sasa unaniongelelea. Because my dad is 90. Yeah,
is he?
Yeah, he's 90.
Wait, so you went through this?
I went through this. Yeah,
were you embarrassed at the time when you were, you know, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11?
Yeah, there was that point where, you know, wase wanatembe ni visiting, you know, parents are pulling up, magari nini, then Buddha na kakoti kake na mkate boflo, anatembea huko na wisdom.
Hata kuletee kitu.
Yeah, you will feel that.
Ni yeye tu na wisdom, akuletee kitu.
Hakuna kitu kingine ajapula, you know, but you know, it's something that yeah, it happens. Sometimes you feel embarrassed, sometimes you feel like I wish my dad was a bit younger, maybe things would be different. Angekuwa na energy. Yes.
Parents unafaa kurepresent mtoto wako shuleni. Dada na embarrass a good one.
Hata uwezi nunulia baba yako smartphone.
Kwa nini uwezi tumia?
Uwezi tumia hata WhatsApp. I see some other guys, you know, they send their parents WhatsApp voice notes, credit ikiwaishia. Mimi credit ikiniishia ni hivyo.
Yeah. Even the people who are very close with their parents, like they party with their mothers or they go, I'm like, whoa.
It's the best feeling, Amina, by the way.
It is?
You're going out with your mom or your dad?
From experience.
We are, but then there's the closeness that we have that is still with a lot of respect. Unajua, like now you can make some jokes, but then there's boundaries you can't cross. But I see other people, they have a very different, it's like your mom is your actual friend, you know, and you're 100% yourself around them. Si eti ile unaonyesha kidogo.
Mimi mtoto wa pasta tumepiga kesha hii town. Na kudance kwa crusade. Kama sasa tunaangalia tu Christina Shusho, akishuka tu hivi, wapige collabo na Bahati Bukuku. Apige tu song mbili, tushavuka mwaka.
So Christina Shusho has been trending for a better part of this week, with very many Kenyans asking for her to come and perform in Nairobi. Now, I didn't even know that, you know, the obsession was that deep, but it looks as though she has a huge fan base. She's going to be doing a show apparently with Churchill, I think, to welcome the new year. But she's a big deal, Victor.
Yeah, she is. Mimi actually, Shusho shaped up my high school days.
Shaped your...
Victor, mimi nakuunderstand.
She shaped, eh?
She shaped.
And when inatoka kisi. She shaped my high school days. Nipe macho nione. Actually, the reason why I want to go to that event, ni muone tu. Shusho ni muone tu. I just want to see her and that's it. Because she would sing really very well. My mother and I would listen to her. Yeye alikuwa anatubariki. Apart from Pius Muiru, tukishikilia radio, you know, mesema tukishikilia, sindio tukishikilia radio, Saturday usiku, the morning tunaamka na Shusho with the songs and all that. And yeah, she's a vibe. I mean, she's you can tell that she still have a big fan base in Kenya.
Yeah, I just don't know why when her songs start, they don't put that liner for another banger. Because this woman, since she started singing, my friend, like songs zake zote ni hits. Like if I start mentioning kutoka kwa wakuheshimiwa, another banger. Nashusha nyavu, bwana mkubwa, nashusha nyavu, another banger. Tukisonga hivyo, like she has hits over hits over hits. Of course, there's been two things that have been happening throughout the week. One is that there's claims that our first lady alikuwa amemwinvite and then she turned it down, and it actually brought in a little bit of bitter taste. I don't know how true that story is, but of course it's been on the tabloids. And of course sasa wamesema kwanza the reason tunaenda hii ni kwa sababu hiyo concert ikiisha hivi, akishaimba tu wimbo ya mwisho hivi, taa zote zinazimwa, alafu kunakuwa na transfiguration, Emma Chichi anatokea, alafu Angela Chibalonza, alafu sisi wote tunaenda mbinguni. So msikose hii concert. Msikose hii concert. Mimi nakushow.
Anyway,
no mangu na hiyo event itakuwa ni wale maboys wangu wa Grao wamezoea kusikiza Willy Paul maze. Alafu sasa inafika mahali ya bona tena nasikia mtu anasema bona mkonaji, but ni sawa. Unajua hao maboys wetu.
Anyway, come on, it's okay. Now, a video capturing the moment thieves were coerced into drinking bottles of alcohol that they had stolen from a shop in South Africa has now gone viral. The incident happened after the thieves, numbering about 3 of them, they were caught red-handed by the liquor store owners, and you know, a few days after making away with the alcohol beverages, when they found them, they were like, ba, sini pombe mlikuwa mnataka. Sini pombe mlikuwa mnataka. Pewa haishi. Which is, I mean, you know it's dangerous. Because that the guy in blue is done for. Imagine stealing and maybe you're not someone who consumes alcohol, and now this is the consequence you have to face. I don't know, is it a win or how does it work? Maybe for people who drink, they might
tell us.
They might enjoy it as much.
I mean, just talk to us. Because hapa hivi ni SDA boy on the other hand. Hii side nyingine ni mtu wetu anaenda Friday pale kusali. Mimi ni mtoto ya pastor. I mean, talk to us. No, it's okay. To advise too.
So you can die. Okay, you can die. That's too much. And of course, they didn't give them a T11 bottle. They all simumeiba yote.
Let me tell you something. I mean, there are people who are actually wishing they were the ones who are caught. Now we have people in Kenya who drink like that. I actually saw. I'm telling you the truth.
And they're not in danger.
I saw a video online where a guy is taking, I think it was a spirit, na kunywa yote kabisa. So we have people in Kenya who actually drink like that. Wanajiambia si Kenya. Sasa shida ni Kenya, ukishika ukiiba ni viboko. Let's try that. Mtu akunywa lewe. By the way, I'm sure our say waliamka like 5 days later. 5 days later, because that agi must be crazy.
Yeah.
I think some punishments you get to learn a lesson. Kama hii niko sure kuna watu wata give up on alcohol forever or give up on that trait that they have, which is stealing. Because kuna vitu zingine hata siza kupelekwa kotini. Umeiba pombe, umeshikwa, kunyweni. Baba kunywa mpaka saa ile itakutoshea. It reminds me of when I was in high school, there were 2 guys who were fighting over food, and our principal was like, gave them a boiler. Unajuanga ile boiler ina feed 1,000 people. There were just 2 people. Vincent sijui mnaendeleaje kimaisha. I remember his name. Vini mko sawa. Because they had to feed throughout the day. So they went through the same thing. But of course it speaks into a moment in time. Kuna kitu inaitwa aluta, which is also pretty much an imitation of the same, in that watu wanakunywa day in day out. And of course Karen Nyamu, who's a nominated senator, alikuja akasema it's quite a big problem right now, especially in this nation, whereby we have young people drinking. Ikifika masaa ya asubuhi unapewa supu yako, unaweka pilipili, unaamka, unaenda unaoga, ukirudi unaendelea. So it's non-stop taking of alcohol for 2-3 days into the weekend. Yeah.
Aluta. Yes.
Let me try to understand this. I was saying now what will happen to their health, because I believe ni kama umepatiwa kapancha kadogo hivi. So in the next few weeks kama hawatapona toka story ingine.
Of course.
Yeah, it's a danger to their health. Yeah.
No, but he's wondering, do you get to sue them back? Because you know, yes, you are punishing me, but they have the danger is very real. You can have health problems because of the copious amount that clearly they will have. You have drunk. So ni mob sana. So you of course your liver can't handle, your body cannot handle. It's too much. Yes. So can they come back and sue Victor and Aseli and say you people
usimtaje Amina. Sasa Amina Victor ni mtu wa dini, soft drinks. Mtu wa dini, soft drinks.
The fact that na soft life. Yeah. Soft drink na soft life peke yake.
Okay.
Okay. All right, that's fine. There was a viral video of these beautiful Akorino women and men who were twerking and dancing. You saw that video? Did you see it?
Yes.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, they apologized though.
Hiyo ni video yenye mwanaume hawezi kosa kuiona.
Oh. Even you don't spare anybody.
It's working. It's working.
It was for research purposes. So they apologized, but I don't see why they apologized. Is it because they were in? I mean, you can't do some things dressed like that?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. You know, when we are the Akorino community, so to speak, they are very reserved, and kuna vile wanakuanga na upendo sana, like they wako na umoja noma sana. Umoja noma sana. So I think that they were in a club also that sparked the outcry that we saw. Wako kwa club, si eti ni wako kwa nyumba wakajipata wanajibamba na ngoma or anything. They were actually in a club. So I think they were told like hapo mumenda sana, hapo mumesukuma zaidi.
Yeah. Do you blame the DJ?
The DJ? What does the DJ have to do with anything?
Someone has to be blamed, I mean.
Because hiyo muziki anaweza kama hiyo muziki ya kutoa sasa tena unapata mtu utadansaje? Unajua kwa zile dance moves za church na kuna zile za
Anyway, listen, bashili bamba.
Bashili ilishika. Hiyo ni hizo danganya.
How many Christmas ilifika by the way?
I saw the footage iko tu sawa.
And that time of course you told your folks you were somewhere else. So I can just imagine the video being played unaulizwa ulikuwa wapi hapa? Ulikuwa wapi? Anyway, thank you so much for coming through, Victor. Thank you. Takubaya data to say usijali. Takubaya to say. Thank you, Aseli. Thank you, Kido. Any final 1-second things? No? Yes? We're good?
Maybe to plug myself, I am a radio host on The Morning Fix with Mariam and, of course, Aseli. We'd like you to support us as much as you can. We'd like to be the best show in Africa, and that's the goal, really. We are just really trying to rise up right there. So if you're out there, make sure that you get to listen to great music from Monday, 6 till 10 a.m. That's all I request people to do.
Fantastic. No. Please do. Of course, it's family, it's nation. Okay, so that's Victor. What was the plug ufanye hapa?
Naambia tu akisi, please msiningoje, sijaomoka bado. Kwa TV hivi.
Okay, we gotta go now. We're out of time. Thank you so much for watching. I know Kido also wants to plug in. Follow them online. My name is Amina Abdirabad. Time now for the news. Good evening. Catch you at 10 p.m. with Sophia Nzao and other guests. So.